I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about this amazing channel, Dr. Plants. He simulates these amazing environments and other ecosystems and such just in like the most miraculous way. He basically plays God is what he does. In this next video, he simulates Africa for 100 days and I'm so freaking excited to get into it. I want to see heartbreak, death, life, and birth. No, I don't want to see birth. Have you ever seen someone giving birth? It's disgusting. Either way, leave a like on the video, subscribe to Dr. Plants, and let's get into it.
Here is Africa's desert.
It's freaking beautiful, dude.
100 days ago, it was a graveyard. But with time, it transformed into one of the most resilient yet ruthless ecosystems on our planet.
Jesus Christ, that was cannibalism we just saw. Cannibalism is crazy. That's like bonus points.
But where there is life, there is always death.
Oh.
Can life find balance in 100 days, or is it all doomed to die?
See, like, how does he make dust storms and blizzards? How do you do that? I feel like this is Jesus' YouTube account, and he's just bored.
We'll have to go back to day one.
I tried to say Jesus's.
Tank, some supplies, and a whole lot of cacti. And after building up a deep layer of substrate, I placed in some rock and finally began to plant.
Wow. You can tell he's smart because he didn't say cactuses. I'd have said cactuses.
But the trees here are covered in razor-sharp spines and a poisonous sap.
What?
Those are not coming out. One infection later, and the tank was complete.
No way, bro. He's using what? You get an infection making a cage. That's insane.
This is going to be the foundation for a thriving ecosystem.
Put on some gloves.
With darkling beetles, who have the most extraordinary superpower. During the day, they would seek shelter to hide from the desert heat.
I've been calling those stink bugs my entire freaking life. Are you kidding me?
Not all of them would make it. Those that found safety underground waited until nightfall to reemerge. They began to group up for a monumental moment.
They're so cool because they look like...
Even the beetle I thought was dead joined the gathering. It was as if they were frozen in time. They were about to reveal their superpower.
This is why I thought they were stink bugs. I thought when they raised their butt at me like that, they were trying to stink me. I'm stupid.
They hold their ground and angle their backs high into the air. Suddenly, tiny water droplets begin to form. They're turning the wind into water, and as it drips down their back, they finally get to drink.
Wow, I have misjudged these bugs.
Like they have escaped death, for now.
For now.
By day 4, the beetles were not the only life in the tank. Underground, an empire is born.
Oh! Empire of the ants.
This queen harvester ant is raising her first batch of young. Her larvae needed food, and I had to introduce some. Here are 50 dermestid beetles, and they are at the bottom of the food chain. They eat decaying matter and even bone marrow, so this coyote skull should feed them for many days to come.
That's insane.
By day 35, the beetle population began to boom. These are not tiny worms, but beetle larvae. I placed in a dead fish to draw them out of the ground, and they immediately began to swarm.
Wow! Nature is disgusting!
Pretty soon, there was nothing left but a pile of bones.
Aren't they gonna eat the bones too, though?
Their population was getting out of hand, and I needed to introduce a predator.
Dr. Disrespect.
Gecko.
Oh.
And his entire family. But immediately, this one came head to head with a darkling beetle.
Look at this little,
He
their
had
little
never
pig
seen
noses.
one before. Out of fear, he begins to wave his tail to alert the others.
Their little noses, bro.
After only a few seconds, he musters up enough courage to carry on.
They're so magnificent. They're so beautiful.
In parallel, on the other end of the tank, the queen's first workers had emerged.
I don't trust those ants. They're up to something.
So they made their way to the surface where the hunt would begin. This beetle is the perfect meal, and they must work as a team. They are rushing to get it back to the nest, and with good reason. The sky was beginning to darken, and the temperature had dropped. I was about to simulate a sandstorm.
Can you imagine how fun that is? Oh, they're all comfortable and stuff. Now time for, I don't know, man. Playing God is hilarious. He's just in there with a blow dryer. That's so remarkable.
The storm had coated the tank in a thin red sand, but in the ravine, it uncovered something remarkable. Dormant fish eggs.
What?
All they needed was a little water.
How the hell did those get in there?
By day 45, the beetles were still overpopulating. I needed to introduce a new predator.
Damn, bro, it's breaking out of its own cage. That's crazy cinematics. It doesn't even wait to be released. It busts out like a freaking dinosaur.
Animal so far, and everything began to hide. But this gecko is far too late.
What?
He is being hunted.
Is that grasshopper about to eat a lizard in my face? I don't know if I want to see that, bro. That's kind of sad.
His only chance of survival is to make a run back to his burrow. But who would make the first move?
Look at that thing, bro. It's a freaking demon. Those dead eyes. Woof, that was a close one, bro.
Safe and sound. In the coming days, everything was about to change forever, and you would not believe what will happen.
What's this saying is there's fish,
my
bro?
favorite internet browser, along with my mom, dad, brother, and even lizard. Hey, you shouldn't be watching that. Well, actually,
what the hell?
Opera allows you to have private browsing and hide your location with a VPN built into the browser completely for free.
I'm gonna skip this ad because I always just sit here looking at him with like a dumb straight face waiting because I don't know what to say when there's an ad playing. But this channel's amazing, and if you guys want to see more epic stuff like this, obviously go support their sponsor. Opera GX is the best browser to use, so you should be using it anyways.
By day 60, the dry season was at its peak.
Bro, you could just give them water, you cruel god.
And even the cacti were beginning to fade. There was only one animal unaffected by the drought.
How are those fish doing, bro?
And they had tripled in size. By storing seeds underground, they can wait out the dry season. And they would need to stay there for what is about to happen next. As clouds rolled over the tank,
I was
about to simulate a monsoon.
How is he making clouds? This is crazy. I feel like this is what God does when he's bored. All right, Florida, I got something for you now.
The tank began to flood.
I'd be so worried about this just destroying the tank. I don't know nearly enough about like aquatics.
As the water level rose, life had to seek higher ground.
If I tried this, the whole thing would just get moldy.
As the storm faded away, animals came running to the river for a drink. They had to be cautious, and for good reason.
God.
They were not alone.
He got the scariest predator possible, bro. The eyes make it look like a straight-up demon.
Turns out, he was not looking for a meal, but a drink.
Yeah, I feel like
he was completely unaware of what was happening underwater.
In animal movies, the watering hole is supposed to be off limits.
The eggs were waking up and finally beginning to hatch.
So fish are basically Muto then.
The fish are no bigger than a grain of sand and swim alongside hundreds of baby shrimp.
Wow.
By day 69, the rain had triggered breeding season.
Oh, damn.
And underground...
What are the odds everyone starts banging on day 69? How does he calculate these kind of things?
The geckos laid their first clutch of eggs. But there is one animal still looking for a mate, and for him, we must wait until nightfall. That chirping sound is him calling for a mate.
Isn't that funny? That chirping, frogs ribbiting, everything. The sound of nature that we know, all the combined noises of animals, is literally just everyone saying they're horny.
But no one answered, and he was all alone.
Loser!
Until now, they cautiously approach one another.
Now I'm the loser.
If she likes him, they will breed. If she doesn't, she will eat him. Or maybe both. Their fate now lies in the dark.
Damn, I'm so happy I'm a human. Oh!
He didn't make it through the night. But his sacrifice was not in vain. The female found a soft patch of ground where she began to lay.
Dude, they are monsters. They are actual monsters. We share the planet with monsters.
It looks like he'd passed on his genes to a new generation.
Call me
Now
crazy,
his
but I'd rather
body
not
would
get laid
be
than get
wasted
eaten.
as the ants began to swarm.
You know how down bad you gotta be to get your head cut off to get laid?
Underground, they were forming an empire. Their population was completely unchecked, and I needed to introduce an ant predator. Meet the antlion. And here are 4 more. They may be small in size, but they have big plans. Each one begins by digging out a pit in the ground.
Good
They are
God.
constructing a field of traps.
Oh,
One wrong move and the ant is doomed. He tries to escape, but the antlion launches sand back.
what? How does stuff learn to do this? Oh, he made
He's
it.
finally safe.
Oh,
There is no way out now.
what a crazy way to die, bro. Pulled under the
This
sand.
beetle climbs over as if nothing ever happened. Meanwhile, the river was teeming with life.
How is this water even filtered?
Dozens of fairy shrimp were reaching adulthood. This one became a meal for the killifish. He will soon be ready to breed. On day 90, a mother's life had come to an end.
What? Oh, that's so sad. Even though she
eggs
ate her
were
husband's
safe
head.
underground, and her life cycle was complete. But now there was no animal to control the beetles. I needed to introduce one final predator. Meet the camel spider.
Good God.
He is the mouth of a crab, the body of a spider, and the charm of my mother-in-law. Time to add him in. And he immediately went on the hunt.
This dude just puts it on his hand. I'm telling you, he's not a human. I've seen so many videos of those things just chasing Marines. Oh, beautiful. They're not nearly as deadly as everyone thinks, I'm pretty sure, but they just look scary and they're so
Day
aggressive.
99, life was in perfect harmony.
Wow. He's gonna set the whole thing
Yet
on fire or
the animals
something.
were outgrowing their desert home. I decided to move them all out and end the simulation once and for all.
No way! Did you just do that? That's a crazy way to end that. I'm sure it's a very regular thing. I rarely get to the end of YouTube videos because my attention span is just the worst, but what a crazy way to, like, that's in your bedroom, bro. Maybe he moved it, I don't know. Like, that's just wild. I don't know.
This
I
may
couldn't
be
destroy
the end
something
of
like
this
that.
story, but it marks the beginning to so many more.
How the hell did you get a butterfly to land on that? I don't trust any of this, bro. This is legitimately like Jesus's YouTube channel. The butterfly was the big giveaway. Dr. Plants is a magician. I gotta be honest, I stopped learning about perfect ways to maintain a tank and started suspecting him of absolute witchcraft about halfway through it, and now towards the end, I totally lost focus and it's all I could think about. Either way, though, pretty amazing video. I learned so much, like, yeah, I forgot it all. But, like, it was entertaining as hell. Don't have sex with a grasshopper. That's the ultimate takeaway from this. She will eat your head. Also, there's probably other reasons. Either way, though, leave a like on the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Dr. Plants, because he's the legend who actually made the video, and I'll see you next time.